I don't think I have to say this, but two heroes right there. I'd like to ask Rick Throwing to come back to the podium to present our final award of the afternoon. Rick?
So the last award is the United States Attorney's Award. It's a unique category. It doesn't have set criteria like the other categories have. It's an award that's not even necessarily going to be given every year. Traditionally, it's been given to someone, an individual, who's gone really above and beyond in helping the U.S. Attorney's Office fulfill its mission, typically over the course of years, frankly. But this year was a little bit different. Events made something really jump out. And so instead of awarding one individual, the award this year is going to the entire Waukesha Police Department with respect to its actions and efforts following the Christmas parade tragedy last November. So the write-up, yes, if you come on up, that'd be great. In terms of the justification for the award, November 21st, 2021 is a day that neither the Waukesha Police Department nor the entire nation will ever forget. That afternoon, an individual intentionally drove through the Christmas parade, killing 6 innocent parade participants and injuring 65 others. One of the deceased was an 8-year-old child. When tragedy struck, the Waukesha Police Department responded and the entire community united. The incident impacted every member of the Waukesha Police Department, sworn and unsworn. A Waukesha police detective was at the parade with his 7- and 9-year-old sons, and they both were struck and seriously injured. The actions of many of the Waukesha police officers, detectives, sergeants, and dispatchers that day were examples of extreme courage and profound leadership. So the United States Attorney's Award, as I mentioned, has never been presented to an entire agency before. It's normally presented to an individual. However, no one person or entity served its residents better in 2021 than the men and women of the Waukesha Police Department. So standing in front of you to accept the award today on behalf of the department are Sergeant Dave Wanner. Sergeant Wanner is the incident commander for the Christmas parade and handled the initial response. Sergeant Ian DeKarski. Sergeant DeKarski was the on-duty road supervisor that day. Detective Tom Casey. Detective Casey was the case agent for the investigation. Specialist Andy Schmidt. Specialist Schmidt was the criminal evidence forensic specialist who led the processing at the crime scene. Specialist Bryce Schulten. Specialist Schulten was the officer involved in the use of force with the suspect. And dispatcher Joe Ziegler. Joe was one of the dispatchers on duty at the time of the incident and helped manage the overall response. So on behalf of the United States Attorney's Office, I'm honored to present this award to the men and women of the Waukesha Police Department for their bravery, their commitment, and their service to the citizens of the United States of America.
I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the awards committee for helping